Okay, it's time for some lolly, some loot, some dosh, some bread, some dough. How about that? Old terms for money. That's what you're going to get if you're a renegade and you're being targeted. Or you're targeting renegades, I'm not entirely sure. But this is the parking lot, and oh my god, straight away, someone's got a big problem. But I've got, oh, look at that, imagine that, it's like John Woo. Two guys collide. Do you see how long it takes me to get up? Do you think it really would take that long if you were hit by a flying motorbike? Look at me flailing my fists around. Oh, he's got me, he's going to get me. Look at this bloke with his long mullet. I wouldn't be scared of him, the size of his muscles. Look at these huge overarm playground punches. This guy is not a practitioner of the martial arts. He's just a renegade. I remember... Oh no, get off. When I was at school I made a gang called the Renegades. And I think it's because I wanted to be as cool as this guy. And I think I once tried to punch someone by flailing my arms around like this mental octopus. And that's how it went, I think, just lying on the floor for a period of time like that. Look at these jump kicks. On that sound you hear. Cling, like he broke his whole jaw. Now I'm playing this on the Spectrum. I understand I had a request for the Amstrad. That's not really going to be possible. So I've only got a Spectrum here, but that's the version I remember playing, so that's the one I'm going to do. So the controls are pretty tricky to work out. The way that he always faces the opponent, you think that would be really useful, but here we are. Now there we go. He's got the hammer. Listen to the sound it makes. He's whirling it around, so... Oh, see, look, he turned around at the exact wrong second as his mate distracted me by whistling. There's a lot of standing around waiting for things to happen on the ground. And I think they look exactly the same as me when they get knocked on the floor, but you know, aren't we all the same when we're just lying there on the yellow asphalt, just waiting to be hit by this sledgehammer? What a weapon as well, a sledgehammer. I mean, how much damage would that do to somebody? Like in sort of WWE when Triple H used to get the sledgehammer out. You think, is he really going to hit somebody with that? Is he really going to smash their teeth out? Maybe it would have improved the ratings if he did. I think he... There you go. See, it's not the be-all and end-all. You can't just stay there swinging it relentlessly. Look at my energy. I've not done so well, actually. The real battle, again, is against the controls. I suppose it's quite clever. It represents the fight-or-flight response that you would have if you had to fight men with mullets in a yellow parking lot. You'd have to, you know, control your emotions and regulate your heartbeat, waiting for that time to swing your single-block, breeze-block hammer at them. Listening to that tinkling sound of their organs exploding as you've sort of wandered over there. Can you... Oh, yeah, there you go. Look, it's like he couldn't see what was in front of him, but here we are. You ready for the jump kick? He's going to get a pow! Oh, swinging away at the air. It's just like a real fight, you see. This guy's just, he's got his greaser haircut and he's got his glasses, but that's all he came equipped with. He didn't really think this through. He just came into the parking lot and said, you know what, I've had enough of you guys. With your winkle picker shoes and your hair going all over the pavement. It'd be good if a real fight was like that, of course, that as soon as somebody got knocked onto the floor, you had to wait for them to get up. It's very sportsmanlike, isn't it? Oh, you can hear the sound. It's so sportsmanlike that you get twatted by a motorbike. And of course, you've got to remember, I'm playing this on the keyboard, you see, the joystick doesn't work. Make them yourself, of course, like you could back in the day. Yes, there you go. So it's up to you just how you will perform the jump kick. Again, perhaps a genius of game design. How do you do a jump kick? It's a pattern that you yourself can only learn over time. How to plant your foot into the face of a mulleted man. Well, I'm enjoying the two enemies so far. I mean, I wasn't expecting a lot. I mean, it might be, to be honest, I was criticising this before I started playing it, but it's better than I expected, really. I can see the appeal. I suppose, you know, you can, of course, we haven't got any mates, so can't play it 2 players. Just have to imagine that there is no ally. You said, hey, you want to go beat up some guys in the parking lot? And Target Renegade's mate said no. Sounds ridiculous. Watching Game of Thrones. It's like he had to go and do it all by himself. Hey, I did a different move. I did a back kick. Maybe there are some other techniques that you can do other than the jump kick and the flailing punch. They seem to have the same knowledge of jump kicks. It's, you know, of all the fighting moves that exist, you know, in our current system of mixed martial arts, and everybody knows about a palm strike or an elbow hit or an arm bar. All they can think is a punch and a back kick, but everyone can do a fly kick. That's what happens in the 80s, you see. So that means, like, if somebody did know Kung Fu, then, like, it would be, well, time up! What do you mean, time up? How could I have... You look at that, do you see what happened? It took off a whole life, and, it didn't give me my energy back. It was, like, so costly. What's the rush? I assume he's gone to rescue his girlfriend. That's what everybody does in these situations, or get revenge. What have they done? He's got 6 minutes, or else they molest the living shit out of her. That's a horrible thing to happen. That doesn't happen in any of the beat-em-ups that I've played. Wow, this really is gritty street violence. Yeah, okay, I mean, yeah, back kick, back kick. So I was just wasting time. How could I have done it any faster? You know, they spend forever to get up. You can't kick them in the knees or in the balls or anything. That's not Renegade-y. Look at that, they just both knew that they were warriors together, just inflicting the pain upon one another. They each looked down at their groins and kind of just felt sorry for each other. That's real anime stuff. Am I supposed to be moving forward? Is that the problem? Leo, go backwards. There better not be like infinite guys or something. No, I'm sure there's a set number of them. Set number of gangsters. Get off! Look at that, kind of sort of flying backwards in the air there. Oh dear, the breeze block to the back of the head. It's not looking good for Mr. Renegade, is it? There wasn't really a lot to show you here other than just this world of banana custard. A very gritty, realistic street violence. Of course, the guy with the motorbike helmet. See his thuggish features. Oh no, why would I do something like that? Oh no, I got an extra life, you see. There we go. His adventures can continue a bit longer. Or they fucking better do, because... What? Yeah, oh, come on now. Let's have it. My 50,000 points. You think I'm doing that on purpose? Look, I did do it on purpose, you fool. Haha. You hit me towards the elevator. I wanted you to do that. See? The next thing you'll say is, I like your sunglasses. I got inside the enemy's head. Look at that. How many pixels do you think it takes to make that hammer? Weird that they all chose hammers. You've got to go through 3 levels of this. I thought this was like a quick game. Remember the original Renegade? I think it's just one screen. In the face! Come on, I pressed it. It says exit. The only thing you'll be exiting here is your own life. This man treads all over your face with his bike treads. Get out! Come on. Okay, I'm going to admit I pressed up there instead of attack. I mean, this might be the problem with this. I mean, obviously the controls are extremely stiff. It'll probably be a lot easier with the joystick, a nice Kempston. Or maybe a Sinclair joystick. But we don't have any of those anymore. Perhaps if I could source one of those, then it would be a completely different situation. Imagine this coming up on the news, just, you know, man beats up, say, 40 guys. Oh, what the heck? Come on, that's what I've not been doing. The old kneeing them in the balls. What's more sort of British than that? Just as it was too late, he figured out that he can in fact crack people in the balls after I was saying it was like a gentlemanly exchange. No, I've been too kind to these fuckers. You might not be able to hit people on the floor, but you can smash them with hammers and you can crush their gonads, ensuring that they will never reproduce and have identical children. Like, obviously, whoever spawned all these mullet men must have had, like, oh, that's it, you know, you get bully rammed in the parking lot like that, and that's the end of you. That's just really what would happen, I think, if you went after a gang like that. And game over, that would be the end of it. Well, that is one of the original scrolling beat-em-ups, so there's only one sort of thing I think that I can call myself after that. Just listen to those tunes, because now it's your funeral. That's what they play, and they said he was a renegade, and he was targeted.